Hey, Tony Jones
Reverend Russell.
for the hardest question, Ordinary 21.
Yeah.
And I want to start at the end
Okay, let's
on the
do it.
Messianic secret,
All right.
which happens a lot, especially in Matthew, where Jesus does some badass stuff,
Yeah,
to
right.
quote you,
Yeah.
and then says, oh, and by the way, don't tell anybody.
Right, right.
So I think it would be interesting to preach a sermon in which you did your entire 20-minute sermon
Yeah.
was against telling people about Jesus. What if your entire sermon was
that's good.
anti-evangelism?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, because why in the world are we going out proclaiming?
When Jesus told the disciples,
Right, yeah.
don't tell
Yeah,
anybody about
right.
this.
Yeah, but then let's see, and let's juxtapose this with the Great Commission at the end of Matthew.
Right.
Go out. He says, go out and make disciples.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't say go out and tell them about me, that I'm the Messiah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true. I mean,
That's-
maybe he only wants them to tell about after the resurrection.
Yeah, or I don't know, just keep your mouth shut and do good work.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
So anyway, that's one interesting thing you can
Yep,
play with
one
through
of
that Messianic secret and the benefits of not telling people about Jesus. But I mean, really, come on. Are people in your church going out and telling people about Jesus? They're not in my church.
That's true.
Yeah. So
They would love that sermon.
Yeah,
then.
they would love that sermon. They'd be like, okay.
Well, how about this? How about if you told your people that whatever they bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever they loose on earth will be loosed in heaven?
That's shocking, because is Jesus really sort of turning over this essential power of the kingdom of heaven to at least Peter and maybe to other humans?
Right.
That seems crazy.
Does.
That seems like crazy, and it seems like I don't want people to have to live by what I bind or loose.
Right.
Or and I don't want to live by what you bind or loose.
Yeah, I mean, what if it is only for Peter? What if it is only for Peter and for those who are in the direct line of apostolic
right,
succession
exactly.
to Peter, and it's
Right.
not really to you and me?
Right. Well, that takes a little bit off us, but we still got to deal with them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, and then my question is this: what exactly is binding and loosing things? What exactly is that?
That's a great question.
Have you bound or loosed things?
No, and
on
I've
earth?
never worked on a threshing floor either.
Right. Yeah.
So
what is that?
there seemed to be. I wonder if in Jesus' day, if people knew that,
They knew what that meant.
when the metaphor of the threshing floor
Right.
comes
Do you
up
think
or
it's like
something.
that? Do you think it's some farm thing you do or something? Or
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe, right.
Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. I don't know what that means.
All I know is that one of the very final lines of the Didache, which was probably
Yes.
written at the same time as Matthew, is
And you all should really read his great book on it.
thank
Yes.
you, is beware that you never allow your loins to be unloosed.
Really?
How about that, huh? So
Wow.
maybe that's it.
So it's a loin thing.
Could be.
So
I have no
whatever.
idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Well, it's a
Okay.
good text.
It's a good text, and we did not even talk about the whole part where Peter confesses that Jesus is the Messiah and calls him the Rock and founds the church on him and gives him the keys to the kingdom of heaven.
A lot to preach
There's
about.
a lot to preach on here. So let us know whatever you preach on here will be preached in heaven. No, I don't think so. But let us know.